Hey everybody. So I actually jumped the gun a little bit when I was leaving my last video. And luckily he does this twice, but every time you get a new recruit, which we're sort of not recruiting at this point in the game, Nick Cage is going to do this. Little circle, jump, fist pump. It's pretty good. So just glad we got to at least see the victory of getting Futch to join. Actually, I just saw the appraisal place. Okay. I do have a vase. I'm going to save it, though. There is an appraisal person you get later. Also, I wanted to mention, if you continue this path to the northwest, that will take you to Matilda. And we're not going there yet because... And I don't get, like, conspiracy theory or whatever on this. But I think this is an intentional bug where you can go to this area early. Because when you go to Matilda, it's not like the programming isn't designed so like Miklodiv is waiting for you there. So that's why I think that it's like an Easter egg more than it is a glitch. Oh, Humphrey, you too slow, dog, but it's cool. You only got 1 damage. I think last video I couldn't remember if the term is meat cannon or meat wagon, and I'm pretty sure it's meat wagon, like someone who can take a lot of damage, like a knight in Final Fantasy Tactics. Typically those characters don't offer much other than the ability to take damage. Wouldn't it be really funny if, like, oh, that's another thing, is like the game would have to let you push it both ways, so that kind of has to be a thing, and later it's like fixed. So I don't think it's an accident, is my point. So I'm getting Humphrey and Futch early. I am way higher in level than I am supposed to be. Alexa's telling me it's time to party because it's Friday afternoon, in case you hear that in the background. So, continuing the path. I have the option to let everyone go for a long time because I'm so far leveled up. So I'm not worried about getting to 100. Like, I kind of wasn't before anyways, but everyone is going to be let off easily, even if it was just Nick Cage. And I'm actually a little bit... Oh, you know what? I was going to say, I'm a little fuzzy on where I'm supposed to be. I overshot my path because I'm supposed to be going northeast at this point. And I mentioned that a challenge that I added to this game is that I'm going to recruit on the fly. And it's kind of a lot easier at this point, just because, like, even if I get bad recruits or no recruits and it's just like Nanami and I going on a mission, for a little while, it's fine. Like, I won't be leveling up much, but I don't need to. So this guy is opening the barrier and he's going to show us the way. And you have the option to, like, walk right past him, and Nanami's like, that's rude. Say something like, thank you. And I didn't say thank you, but Nanami didn't object to me being not rude. Joey suggested we split up here, which, like I said, we could because I'm way high in level. Even though these are like new villains, are supposed to be a challenge for me, they're just going to be like... I'm actually not going to let them go. I think the kill rabbits, kind of like the beat rabbits earlier in the game, have something cool to offer. And I thought that I was strong enough that I could auto this whole thing, but apparently I should have done the buddy attack. And I don't think it's as good as like a double beat rune, but I think these guys will give me like some kind of accessory. I'm not sure, and we may never know, so. Bummer on that. And I think this entire forest has like 1 treasure hidden. Learn my lesson, gonna do a buddy attack. Nami's so fast. Nami is so fast. I didn't say Nami. Did you guys hear when the Alexa started saying, it's Friday afternoon, blah, 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 your routine or whatever? I was like trying to talk over it. Like, I was nervous you guys would know I own an Alexa or something, or it'd be, I don't know, just embarrassing in general. Alright, Armadilloid is obviously a gangster. I wish I could recruit him. Look at that hair, it's beautiful. I thought it was a little hat at first, but that's definitely like a cool hairdo. It's kind of like ahead of his time because this was like the late 90s. This would be a popular hair now. But anyways, he's dead now. Really a shame. I killed them because they might also be where I get a treasure or like a cool thing. Yeah, these are just two. I'll let them go. I assume more rabbits means higher odds of getting a good treasure. Okay, all the good stuff obviously goes to Nick Cage first. Oh man, a pointed hat certainly looks cooler though. And it prevents balloon. And no one really needs this. It's not bad though, I'm not gonna throw it away or anything. Alright, doing the buddy attack again. Otto obviously is fast, but it's just... Nanami didn't kill one, and she's like my... Well, I was gonna say third best attacker. But she's probably not. She's probably fourth. Let me just look at everyone's strength. So we've got 135, 179. Big part of that is he has a way stronger weapon. Like, he's not much stronger than him physically, which is kind of flattering because Humphrey's like a monster of a dude. Let's see, 156. Oh, wow, she's actually the weakest. But again, that's a big factor is, like, she is physically stronger than Futch, but he's got a level 7 weapon. So, yeah, I didn't think she'd be last, but she's very well-rounded. So, it's okay that she's, doesn't have that going for her. Because a lot of times, like, just in that last fight, you saw her hit 2 dudes because of her technique being really high. She's not as well-rounded as Nick Cage. Like, she has more... She's got more specialties than Nick Cage. Nick Cage is kind of great at everything, whereas Nanami's technique and speed are going to be the best in the group. Yeah, technique barely. But that's compared to, like, you know, two of the greats, being Joey and... I wonder if there's a treasure back here. I kind of don't think so. Joey and Nick Cage. No, I guess I don't think there's a treasure back here. I'm not worried about Futch being at 107 health. It's just no one's gonna get a lick in, is the thing. I'm thinking maybe there's not gonna be a treasure with the rabbits. Yeah, okay. I goofed up going back there. Backtracking. And I didn't goof up. It's not like I dropped inventory or something. I don't know if anyone has kids, but when I saw that the guy that was a gangster with a cool haircut, when I saw him in the group, I was wondering if his name was going to be different. It was going to be like Armadillon. And I didn't like think on that on my own. If you have kids, you probably are familiar with PJ Masks, and that's one of the, I guess, kind of like a side hero. Like, he's sometimes a bad guy, but mostly not. When my son has that on, I definitely pay way more attention than my wife. I'll be like, "Hey, when did these wolf pups become a thing?" And she's like, I couldn't tell you one character on the show. And I'm like, oh, cool. Me neither. All right, so at this point, Joey's like, Nick Cage and I will be on our own. And apparently these people don't know how being naked works. So they had to be told to turn around. Like, the squirrel was on the same level as Humphrey, Futch, and Nanami about like, hey, we're going to change. Pause. Beat. That means turn around, and the squirrel understood just as well as the humans at that point, because he had that same like exclamation point reaction. All right, we gotta head up to that tent. If you try to go in the other tents, it's gonna say, Joey's gonna be like, we're not going in there. We got to go to where the provisions are. And I think he said that it makes sense the one with the guarded tent would be the provisions. So this guy's like, hey, you guys. Oh, you're the unicorn kids. You were slaughtered and stuff. Highland's the good guys and the state's the bad guys. And you just have the option to say like, I don't know. Or you can say like, yeah, you're right. And I just said, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter either way. Hey, you guys. What do you want? What's the name of your captain? You can either be quiet or just say Captain Rowd. If you stay quiet, then Joey will say it. And that guy was playing it really cool, and you'll see why in a second. So, we're going to check out these provisions. Considering it's for an army, this is considered not a lot. I mean, none of these boxes are labeled, but ultimately Joey decides this is 2 weeks of provisions. So the idea is this is going to be a quick attack. Oh man, that Highland soldier is mad. You know what? I wish I hadn't said anything, because I think the other option is Captain Rowd just happens to see you and he goes, oh my god, now you really are state spies. How precious. Also, I love the fact that you're busted. You're all of a sudden not wearing your Unicorn Brigade gear. They probably just didn't want to bother with the digital rendering or whatever you want to call it. Let's run. And it's like, yeah, but there's totally a treasure back there as he runs this way, this way, this way. Okay, I think this treasure blows. Like, it protects you against fire spells. Maybe it's decent. I don't know. It's not a good rune for someone that's a talented caster, I guess. It protects you from fire and you take double damage from water. And that sounds like a bad deal, but water spells are pretty rare, and fire spells are probably the most common. All right, so this is Jillia, and we are hiding in her tent. We saw her earlier. She's playing it cool. She's like, no, I need you to leave. And Rowd's like, well, I just need to look around. I'm sure there's some state spies in here. And she says, no, thank you. I wish to be alone. And Jillia's like, yeah. She's telling this guy what's up. And I don't know, pretty bold. Like, I don't even know, why is she on this campaign? They're here to kill people. What is she's not part of the war effort, so it just seems weird. But the fact that she is here means that we're gonna have some tea. What up? Tea break. Tea time. I'm not a golfer. I just wanted to say tea time. Apparently Joey's holding a hand. He's aggressively holding a knife while she's like, I'm gonna get you tea, and I don't know, aggressively cut some cookies or bread or something. All right, so Jillia is like, have you forgiven the Highland army? And I'm not going to say I'm going to forgive them someday. They tried to murder me for being a traitor, and I didn't do any of that. What kind of option is that? All right, anyways, Luca Blight. Oh, I just said, I know him. The other option is to say, like, he's a monster. Which Joey goes like, yo, Nick Cage. And she's like, no, you're right. My brother is something evil, so. All right, so, Julia's saying she doesn't have the power to stop her brother. I guess she came on this trip to try to stop him. That's really the only explanation. The tea was delicious. All right, Julia says, I don't think we'll meet again, but little does she know. She'll meet the hell out of Joey, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean? Well, you'll see. All right, so yeah, I'm bummed out that I chose the option where Rowd bumps into you. So he's just saying that it's weird because there was clearly 6 of them. Now there's 4. Like 2 of them are just like, I'm going to sit this out. I think 4-on-2 against children should be okay. But, you know, we're doing this move. Works every time. Sucks they're only leveling up with 5 experience points. So Rowd's angry because we killed his guy so easily. Joey's saying, I want you to run. I have something up my sleeve. And I'm going to be an asshole and just say, okay, see ya. Like, you can put up a fight, but I think you have to say no 3 times and then you get in a fight again. But it's not like we're getting good experience points or anything. So Joey's saying that he's going to obviously fight all these guys. And realistically, yeah, the Black Sword rune, he can really kick their ass. Like, this shouldn't be a close fight. At the very least, everyone but Raud should be killed pretty quickly. So Nanami's like, hey, you're back. I heard someone got captured. Where's Joey? What do you mean someone got captured? Who's your source? Did Muku Muku fly around and see that? Otherwise, I don't know what you're talking about. You got a buddy at the camp? Alright, with Joey gone, Futch moved up to the front row. I'm not worried about losing these guys, but I just want to take them out quickly. It's on his right hand. I don't know why he holds up his left. Feels wrong. Just take the extra time to do one for both sides, guys. Come on. Not asking a lot. Alright. I don't know if anyone's on Reddit, but there was a joke floating around. First, we gotta get out of here. If you say nothing, then you gotta fight more guys. There was a joke floating around on Reddit. I got sick of it really quick, where it's like, it was in dad jokes. It was made me smile, all those subreddits, but it was like, I was at a funeral the other day, and I was asked to speak, and I said the word plethora, and then the wife came up and said, thanks, it means a lot. And it's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. I don't know. I don't think it's very funny. It was like, as much as it was circulated, it was not proportional for how funny it was. All right, so Gold Boar, who are you guys? I'm not so sure this is like a pushover fight. Like, I had the option to let go, but I don't know about this. I'm gonna assume they... Okay, no. Probably overreacted. Probably could have done the healing instead. But instead, I set up Futch to get a critical hit that I didn't even... I could have just defended. Alright, I don't know why. I thought Gold Boar, that was like a glitch, and that's something you fight later in the game. But, yeah, not to be. So we are back at Muse. Joey did not catch up to us. Nanami is worried. And we're supposed to go see Jess. Oh, hey, do you want to join my team? That's Tuda. Yeah, she was probably in like video 3 or 4, or maybe 2, I don't know. Alright, so we talked to Tuda. She's not like confident enough to say, yeah, I'll join you. You gotta go talk to Dr. Juan? I don't know. Anyways, Dr. Huan is saying like, alright, go join the mercenaries and learn medicine on your own. Just teach yourself medicine, because I won't be with you. And you'll kind of like be the impromptu doctor until I join later. That's basically what's happening. Tuda's just learning to be a doctor on the fly. And I don't know, she's probably like 10, right? Okay, so there's an important meeting. You can't go in. And we're going to need Victor. Yeah. Victor has an old trick that is, it's really clever. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm just going to stay silent until he does his little trick. Starting now. Alright, anyways, they're explaining why Joey's not with them. And Victor said, oh, it's okay, I'll help you. I'll help you talk to Jess and the boys. Annabelle and the boys, rather. Jess was our primary contact. That's why I thought of Jess first. Alright, so... Obviously, I failed. It took a little longer to get Victor, is why I failed on not talking in that minute and a half. All right. What's your business here? Lady Annabelle is preparing a meeting. Boom! Sucker! Nice work, Victor. Just shoved him real hard. Or killed him. I don't know. He obviously didn't kill him. It's too bad you can't go in there and talk to that guy again and be like, hey, you got punked out, bitch. Anyways, Victor's pissed off. He's like, you sent kids to go do spy work. And he's like, well, yeah, I needed to see how long this war is going to happen. I was being very practical. And if you say nothing, you eventually have to say about 2 weeks worth, or Nanami will. But this makes Victor mad, which is kind of like, I mean, come on, dude. It is important. So anyways, Joey's been captured by Highland. We need help. And Jess is like, I have to wage a war, and I appreciate it, but yeah, you weren't supposed to go there in the first place. Yeah, we've got our hands full protecting the city. All right, Vic and Flick's pointing out that sitting around isn't gonna. I actually agree with Jess in this situation. Like, Victor is the default, the man, but he is a mercenary, and Jess is trying to protect the city. So, anyways, Flick's like, I guess mercs like us don't get any say. Let's go back and get drunk. So once again, Victor's wrong. Flick, in this case, is right. So anyways, let's go ahead and stop there. And we'll pick up and we'll do more video.